Good morning. So I don't understand the live reactions setting in the setup section, but hopefully there'll be many and that'd be great. So okay, here we go. How do people how do I start? Kind of like a remote behind. Okay. So hopefully you can get support music. And if you're musical and you want to pick up your instrument and jam along, I'll say I wish it was on camera, but of course we've never played together. But talented musicians can kind of do that, right? And that's kind of the irony there, perhaps. But play along anyway, or just sit and listen to my versions. And I hope you enjoy. This is If I Can Dream and Hello Penny. And um, yes. Hi, Kathleen. Okay. And higher in the sky, if I could dream of a better land, where all my brothers understand tell me why. Oh, I need one. And understanding sometimes always the better that was mostly about if I can dream of a warmer sun where hope is shining on everyone. Tell me why, oh, why up here lost in the clouds to my train, trapped in a world troubled with pain. As long as rain never break you, we can in my heart and I am sure that the answer is gonna come somehow out in the dark. There's a baby. Well, I can, well, I can, well, 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 I can talk, well, I can stand, well, I can walk, well, I can breathe. But my and didn't seem like much of one. I would love to do some more Elvis, but I just don't know what to do. Okay, hey George, this was a special moment because live jam. When I was playing this before, the computer was slow for a bit. And so I was trying a starting pattern, but I don't think I personally like it. I know some people it's their style, that's fine, but I don't know if I personally like it. And for any song, but it's kind of like a. In fact, when I usually do this, before seeing the version I had up, I was using G. So let's see. I think that'll work. I don't know if it's moving a bit too fast. I'm not sure, but it is a fast song. And And here you do this. Thanks, George. He says, I know it's going to be great, and I'm here for it. And I want to also say quickly on the mention of sin in this song. I don't like the word. I know a lot of people use it, especially people, but I prefer mistakes. Make mistakes and trying to do my best to grow and learn. Sin is a very heavy word. When I die, they lay me to rest. Gonna go to the place that's best. When they lay me down to die, going on up to the sky. Going on up to the spirit in the sky. Where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest. Go to the place that's truly best. Hurt yourself, you know it's a must. Have a friend in Jesus. When you know the friend died. Totally agree with you. Who's the advocate? Gonna recommend you to the spirit in the sky. Gonna recommend you to the spirit in the sky. Where we gonna go when you die? When you die, you lay me to rest. We do have somebody here. I've only been rolling for 9 minutes, so it's actually brighter in that window, but you don't seem to mind, thankfully. Ooh, this is good. Get off with me. Um, it's then it actually is outside. What's the view of that? Oh yes, I'm still wearing this shirt. I'm a little bit iffy about it, but especially on camera. But I forgot to change it. Should I go do a costume change? I have to have a flashy number. Possibly flashy outfit. I don't know what I put on. Um, I do find that the double shirts, maybe with this one's kind of a little bit too warm. But it's upstairs right now. See if you can noise. So now, it is nice and cool. See, oh yes. Okay, so that's the other thing I want to remember to talk about. I don't know. What year? No, it's an interesting song. And it was, for some reason I said agree with it, but it mentioned something else. So I don't think it's gonna, not mentioned as any song would. It mentions a few things in it, but I mentioned something in it that I don't think is so I can't. But now, now that I've got rolling, and I did those two songs pretty quickly. I mean, I guess one was a little under 5 minutes long. Now that I'm rolling, I'm kind of wanting to continue. I, I, I did figure out this, but I don't know. So now I know two of this one band songs, but there was another one that made me I don't want to do this stuff. But I didn't know that they did this one song. And it makes me think of another one, but I don't really feel like doing that. But um, I wish I could remember. I had a song stuck in my mind the other day. I wanted to say it was Taylor Swift, but I'm not too sure. And I should have came online. I can't remember how much. I don't think it was right before bed, but I should have came online and said and hummed it or whatever to figure out what it is because it was kind of a fun. A minute for that. It was kind of a. Um, it was kind of a. Uh, uh, yeah, fun one to sing, like I say, and uh, hopefully this will work while I'm doing this. I just want to do something quickly. It looks like amazingly it will. Um, whoops, shoot, just minimize this by mistake. But we got somebody here, and it loaded back fine, except the person is no longer there. Yeah, I wish I could remember it because, well, not that anybody's here to hum it to at the moment, but if there was, then I could possibly do it. Although I don't know about just jumping right into it. Like, I mean, if I'm familiar enough with the song, I can do that, but otherwise, I don't know if it's really. Uh, maybe because I have no other ideas. I mean, like, there's had a few that I've come across. A couple of them I hadn't heard in a long time, and one of them especially feels relevant for me. But I don't know if I want to do it. So that was one meeting. Ooh. Um, I'm rolling, and even though it's okay to have shorter ones than that, and be that concise, they just like flew through them. You know, at the speed that they were, pretty much. I mean, but I'm the musical one, and I know what these songs sound like. No, I mean, I think I did them fine. Um, this just I flew through them. Who is this by again? Okay, yeah, I don't think I know any of their other songs, just that one. And this is playing in the background suddenly. What is it? Oh, and it's a playlist, so it's a good thing I got it. But it's 11 seconds in, so I didn't. Okay, and for some reason it's okay. Um, I went a little bit further in this one playlist I had open. I just happened to scroll. That's kind of the reason why I don't know about doing the other one. and sort of that one. I don't know that. And that one's deep. And it rhymes with deep, ironically. Not that I wouldn't do deep songs, but it's, and it's almost the opposite of that, kind of, sort of. It's almost the opposite of that one thing of what I was saying a moment ago, where it's like, as a singer, or for me anyway, I don't like to sing songs very often that I don't relate to. But I'm open to suggestions for songs to cover. However, there's one song that I was just noticing that I do quite relate to, but I guess it's almost as if it's almost like I relate to it too much, and it's not necessarily happily relating. That makes me think happy belated if there's anybody's birthdays, but yeah. No. Although I did 2 days in a row now, same person, because I look back at it, and I couldn't remember what was it they sang. Oh right, yeah, because and I heard it just the day before, but and this will sound really funny, perhaps, but it's the truth. This is a perfect moment, just like on the piano, where I need that mic that we are soon to be getting. But otherwise, I think our sound quality is fine. One of the people in the home who is the other user of this channel, although not often because works a lot, is just very particular. But this will work. It's kind of like, if America sees this, I'm talking about you. And I'm talking about when you say happy birthday. You have a great voice. Yes, you actually, I love to be particular, but, well, there's at least two I know of. Now that makes me think of another song I was hearing earlier today, actually. But I don't know. I do know, for whatever reason, and I'm just going to cover this for a moment. I got something in my tube. I do know sometimes it's hard to get song requests. I mean, I don't know. There's probably a lot of people that struggle just like me to think of songs to suggest, But yeah, in the real life. Why did I say hi? Ooh, hope I didn't get it done there. I've been kind of unintentionally kind of making a theme of that. But yeah, I'm probably not the only one that struggles to think of song requests. And like I said, I did open up some interesting playlists today. I mean, this is YouTube, no matter what setting you have it on. I still don't know what the summary setting is either, or what the live reaction. So of course you want your reactions to show afterwards. Sometimes it takes a while to kind of draw back early, but I've noticed like during it will say you got this many, but then it shows one before it shows others. Whatever. But anywho, the two names connected to this artist are a bit of a trigger. Did a video slightly about that the other day, but it probably would be more than one video. But it is a fun song. I mean, you just can't, in life and online, and young people, they know all kinds of stuff, that only the naive adults in their life will hope and think that they don't. This isn't like a terrible, terrible song. The guitar's way over there now. How did I get that far away? but and I haven't looked up the chords. The other thing I could do is instrumental, but just like the people who sing, who when they're out in public, and I guess I get it if they're in public and they're not musicians, and maybe that's different between the music, and that's also why I perform as performers, want to have an audience that's enjoying it, and have the audience there. But sometimes you see people and they got their headphones on, and they're going, and they're singing in their like they're lip syncing almost. I can't do that. If I'm gonna pretend to sing at all, if I hear or sometimes you hear somebody and they're dancing around but they're not singing or bopping about, and it's like and it's a decent song. I'm like, people need to have more confidence. I mean, some people can't sing, but I do believe everybody has their songs that they could do well. And a lot of people are pretty critical of themselves, rightly or wrongly, but I'm not like that. If I hear a song and it's catchy and I know it, I'm going to want to sing it. So I couldn't just play it instrumental because I'd feel like there was a part of it missing, that I could do, but for whatever reason, decide not to. But it's kind of ironic, that one song that keeps coming to mind, because I keep thinking about the difficulties of not being a driver. That's the fan I'm hearing, right? Yeah, I thought it was the computer. Maybe a bit of both, honestly. That's actually handy dandy. I could do that, but then they're going to say, "Why you're not singing the lyrics? You should be singing the lyrics, so you're not doing the song. You're not doing the song as much as you could do it." I don't know. I mean, it would have been great if I'd been able to close that window I just opened, but now I've got so much open in it. But that's probably the maximum. I was thinking of a musician who I've seen perform, and it's mixed feelings. It's hard to find his stuff, though. Got some neat tunes. Probably most people wouldn't know them. I don't know. I don't know how much he's out there with his music, but I am open to song requests. Um, I did a couple, and the viewer laughed, and that's just what I was talking about the other day. Lack of patience. How about that one? Although, is it mixy mixy? But at least has a title with a message. Yeah, I'm mixy about this, and it also makes me think of this. But tuning is a bunch of flats. Do I want to go up to the P's though, and maybe do a few of their songs? Oh, is that the version I just opened? Oh, right, I did, yeah. I don't know. Without clicking it. Baby, don't. Oh, that's actually not that song I was thinking of, but it's ironic because I was thinking of that band. Haven't done that in a while. That's only a tabbed version. No, I'm seeing some things. But yeah, that song keeps coming up. I was like, they both have that in it. That was a very interesting I think it was Aerosmith video I saw earlier today. Aerosmith? Do I want to do some of them? I know I think about arrows and Smiths. Just kidding. I would like to try and do one more though, so I don't know. Really balancing this precariously. Yeah, that could be fun. I have not ever played a whole bunch of. I think this is how you spell it. Okay. It's spelled weird anyway, so it's not spelled like I'm not too sure what's behind the spelling of it being that way. Last name I believe was Smith, but no, they've got some. They've got again some that may seem like they are not goes well for certain age and up, but this isn't one of them. And I thought I just opened up general songs. Well, this is kind of a love song, so I don't think I'll do it. I thought that and I will, but it opened up a particular song. So I'm looking at some here left, so whatever. Maybe they thought I was saying I wasn't going to do the ones in the title, but little do they know I've already done it. I should not balance this laptop between my hand, and I should have said, I guess it was his back, and the guitar, but it was just too hard to lean forward at the moment. It was making my back sore. Sweet. That is a really odd title, and it's a video on a music notation site. Two of them are. I can't imagine. Well, I guess it depends on I don't know that one, and I might know that one. But ukulele, Aerosmith. But that is a really odd title. Sorry. That's an interesting title. Walk this way! Why is there no featuring? You mean they don't actually do that? Why is... Oh, that's ironic. Yeah, he's got some songs about that, that's for sure. Why is there no chorded version of Walk This Way, Talk This Away? Life sometimes is, but you know what? We got to try and make it so that for ourselves and each other, it's not. Do I know Angel? I think I do. You're my angel. But again, it's kind of a love song. I feel weird doing that on YouTube. But maybe I need an attitude adjustment. Avant Garden, I like that. Beyond Beautiful. The mind was in the gutter when they were writing some of these titles, I tell you. I did have to get I'll take a bit of it. I should eat some. I'm going to eat something close to 11 and then have my call at noon. But I'll go get the dog and then, yeah, I'll give it something for the call. There's actually two of them here. And these ones haven't been opened, so that'll be what it is. Okay. I wish I could think of one more song to do. Help me if you can. Maybe that's it. I'm feeling down. How about that one? I feel like I heard it recently, actually, too. And I think why I've thought of not doing that in the past is because it speaks about not having your independence, but I mean, some ways I do, some ways I don't. I think a lot of us are like that, but some more than others, maybe. Now, that's kind of odd because that is not the symbol for that website. Okay. It's interesting that it says the first part. I actually know someone who's performed with me and also the Beatles, but I haven't performed with the Beatles. I also know someone or met someone at a party once who had a relative or they had lived next to Paul McCartney's either farmhouse or uncle's farmhouse or something like that. And yeah, so hello, Chris Palmer as well, joining the party. And here we go. And it can be anybody, but whatever. I mean, I guess I've already been looking at that site, but it didn't seem like the symbols changed there, so no. Need somebody's help. My arm is cold, so I'm going to start again because that wasn't as smooth as I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I really want to put on the whole shirt, so let me just quickly take a gander. Yeah, sure. Oh, I think I see somebody there just in time. Let's help me with a suggestion for my next song, perhaps. Cover or original. That would be cool. But in the meantime, when I was younger, so much younger than today, never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone, and I'm so self-assured. Now if I feel like I've never done before, help me if you can, I feel now. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me? And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. In the hay, but every now and then I feel a little I find change my mind. I find it like never done before. Help me if you can, I feel it now. I do appreciate your path. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me? Help me. Okay, we have someone here. Oh, no. Either they just left right after the song, without like saying anything. I should bring attention to that. But it did seem for me to know. But you know what? It doesn't necessarily mean I'm doing something wrong or that it's even personal. And I don't know. I acknowledge it, and then because I'm acknowledging that they're here, and then before we even know if they're here, and just kidding. So maybe they thought that I was pleading for help. Maybe I was. Maybe I wasn't. But if I was, they sure as heck didn't give it to me. Well, but either it came back or somebody else is here. Welcome. Okay, so I've done 3 songs. There's 2 of you here now. I've done 3 songs, and I'd like to do 1 or 2 more. Maybe one. I mean, you're both welcome to hear both of them, but maybe one suggestion from me. Well, maybe if you think of a few, send a few through, because I might not know or want to do the first one, but you both left, so. But it would be better to be doing songs when somebody tunes in, because the people that don't have the patience, that's what initially I was going to look at. Oh, right. To, like we both, try a little bit. Try a little tenderness. What about that song? I don't know the rest of it very well, though. Every time I see it kind of flash out there, I do think of that one I did recently. But it's kind of a flashy tune. How about that one? Yeah. Yeah. Because of one mention and because it makes me think about it. Which I do miss. Is there any songs about that? There's got to be. Glory days. Glory days. Glory days. I think that's John Mellencamp. I'm not entirely sure. Again, it's not one I know very well, although I believe I saw him in concert. It was just kind of a random concert we went to. I didn't mind the music of his that I did know, which wasn't a lot. Trying to think of other concerts I've been to. I know that there's one where I've kind of been a little bit mixy about doing the music. I can't, just kind of some recent news about the artist, and then also that I haven't even fully processed, to be honest. I don't know. I just have, but I know I do it well. So it's a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny. Does anybody want to hear some Elton John? We've only got one person here at the moment. Or do you have another song request? Who else have I seen? Fleetwood Mac? Yeah, I mean, I could, but actually, that does kind of fit with something I was saying earlier. Should I do Landslide? I know it kind of, the word's kind of funny, but I'm going to do Landslide. And then if you have another suggestion by the same artist or otherwise, then you can make it. Just going to look up the chords here, and I'll do a Landslide cover. I haven't heard this song in a while, actually. Is that auto-scrolling, or do I have to reload it even though it just opened? Now, it says it's the key of E flat, but it showed a preview of the chords. And it looks like it should be, I don't know E flat. I don't know many flats, to be honest, but it looks like it should be fine. So. Just doing this here and enjoying it. Don't be shy. I took my love and I took it down. Climbed it down and I turned around. Well, I saw my reflection in the snow. Oh, here in the sky was love. And the child in my heart rise above. And I sail through the changing ocean tides. Can I handle the season of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changes. Well, my life. Time makes you older, children get older, I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause it's kind of let me go. climb a mountain and I turn around, and if you see the reflection, snow-covered hills with the landslide. Snow-covered hills, the landslide. I just had an idea to do one. It's mixy because I am not all that close with my mother, but it just kind of came to mind. I don't know why when I was doing that song, so we'll do it because why not? Sometimes most of the time that's probably not a good enough reason to do something, but sometimes it is. I feel mixy about this. I almost remember seeing it on some of the talent shows, actually. Desperado. Desperado. Sensitive. Now riding. So long now. Yeah, you're hurt. I know. I don't believe she follows the channel, actually. Probably for the best sometimes. This thing that are blue. I don't know if I want to do this. It's too slow. It's kind of boring. And we'll go with that. I kind of do want to do that one, but I don't want to. I don't want to wait for my life to be over. I want to right now. Will it be? I don't want to wait for my life to be over. Then it gets kind of deep with the lyrics. Do I want to do some drill music, perhaps? Yeah. That's kind of got a funny theme otherwise, but yeah. But hey, it's true. Kindness is good. Kindness is golden, ironically. Well, I started off with a bang. I mean, I didn't with one, but I think I did pretty decent with the first two. The snippets I've done, I haven't done it. I actually haven't. I've mostly been chattering, or doing originals, rough versions of originals, just because I wanted to kind of get them out there and see what people thought and have a reference point, so to speak. But I really have not been actually doing that much music on here. Much music, okay? So, but hopefully this was kind of a good sampling for you. I do have a couple things I'd like to do in the next hour and 15 before a meeting I have from home. But so I'm tempted to wrap up, but I haven't done the hit yet. I sort of want to do one more, but I don't know what it is, and I want it to be the one that like really does well. But again, I do and don't have a lot of time right now or energy, and the truth of the matter is that if a bunch of people came in, even if that's like just 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever, and they were engaging, and that it's motivating. It's more motivating than otherwise, than them not. And if they're here and they're having a good time, then I want to let the good times roll. Haven't heard that in ages. I wonder if I'd like it. And if I could do it just by myself. Good times roll. Who does it? Out of curiosity. I was just seeing that James Bay Do You, the Cars. That's ironic because this guy's there was I initially started with that song that has automobile in the title. Well, I didn't start with it, but I thought of doing so. Do they? You must be Australian. Bar chords sound heaps better. It's just with this. Well, so that's how they're going to chord it. Then I'm not going to. Okay, so I do have to go do some other things soon, but let me see here. I don't know what that means. I ain't going to sing it. Let's get a weird lyric. I know one I could do, and it kind of does make me think about the karaoke days. But I don't know. When the times are good, you want to be here for a long time, right? When they're not, you don't. You know, as we get a viewer, admit knows the topic too. You know, welcome. I mean, here for a big friend of mine. Told me up just the other day. Nothing to you. Hope when it says to be true. But when sun can shine any day, and the sun is shining in the city, and the sun is shining, isn't the pity? Every now and then it's the blues. Not a long time. Anyway, it's a pretty good song, eh? I'll try and do more music later today and certainly this week. I have a few things in the schedule, but I have time. So I'll see what we do. Ain't to please, so feel free to make some suggestions and I'll play them. I'm going to wrap up. See you later. Take care and have a good day.